take my mind.
Welcome back to another episode. Saying Shamar today, the hottest podcast on the planet.
Woo! I love when you say that, brother. I love when you say that. Man, I missed y'all boys, man.
Miss
We
you too,
back
bro.
in full effect, man. Today's episode is going to be a really great one, bro. And like you and I, we always talk and have deep conversations. This one, we entitled this one Under Pressure. And for the reason is because a lot of men today are feeling the pressure of having to provide solely for their women by themselves without any help from the woman. And she want him to provide a lifestyle that is above the means.
Correct.
For the moment, because as we all know, the economy is not what it used to be.
Right.
So is it fair for a woman to expect a lot out of her man? She wants the man to provide her a certain lifestyle, and she's not willing to put her hands in to help that man?
Man, bro, I don't think it's fair at all. Because look, man, look at the state of the economy right now, right?
Yeah.
Jobs are really not paying, right? It doesn't really, for example, especially in South Florida, right? The wage gap doesn't match the cost of living.
No, it
so
doesn't.
how can you expect a man to pay all these bills if he's barely making ends meet? You get what I'm saying? And also too, you also have
What happened? Say it. You gotta say it. You can't say it.
no.
Say it.
Just like on the job, right?
Yeah.
You have a lot of you also have a lot of individuals that's dealing with promotions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? A lot of dudes are getting passed by
Yes,
or whatever.
yes.
Maybe they may have a few blemishes on their records and HR is just overlooking these
Yeah,
individuals.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you gotta look at all these setbacks.
But I don't think a woman's thinking about all these things you're saying as far as setbacks for that man, what's happening in the job, him not getting a promotion, being looked over, or not getting raises or whatever. She's just used to what she's probably used to.
Right.
Because like I tell dudes like me and you, we talk a lot. Like I say, when we talk, we have deep conversation.
Right.
A lot of brothers go after women that they can't afford.
Correct.
Right? They go after women that's above their means because it's levels.
Of course, it is levels.
So, in my opinion, I don't fault the woman.
Right, I would
I'm not
never,
saying that she's not at fault for not wanting to help, but I'm saying when you chose, what did you choose?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
It's almost like when I see brothers complaining about child support, about the woman, taking them to child support and or taking everything from them. So my first instinct is like, yeah, that's foul. Especially if you're a good father, you're trying to do the right thing by your child. But at the same time, before you impregnated this woman, lay down with her and impregnated her, what kind of person is that woman? Did you take the time
to do your homework to find out who this individual is?
Did you have some money at the time you came up and she saw that you had it using that? So all these things come into play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. And I totally agree with you on that. And also something that I want to throw out there. I'm not gonna say all women, but most women are very selfish. They care less whether you could provide for them or not. They want it right then and then. You understand? You get what I'm coming from?
Yeah, I get what
and
you're
I
saying.
agree with what you say too. Because I don't like to point the fingers or whatever, but a lot of dudes have to blame themselves as well.
No, you got to point the finger. You
right.
got to point the finger in the situation because, like I said, if we every time before we lay down with a woman, we did our due diligence, and a woman every time before she lay with a man did her due diligence, then there's a lot of things that's going on within our community that wouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Because if you really got to know this person, you know he's gonna be a terrible father. She's gonna be a terrible mother.
Exactly.
So it's about taking responsibility. Now, should a woman expect a man to be able to provide for her above the means, especially what's currently happening in the economy? I don't think it's right. You know what I'm saying? But again, brother, what did you choose?
Yeah.
But also, there's circumstances. Some women, going through mental depression.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that's going on. It's weighing people down. Some women lost their way. Some men has also lost their way. They're not feeling as motivated as before. So like I say, it's a lot of different angles to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but everything boils down to valuing yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like me, I would never look at the next man or social media and see just because this man have this situation that I should have that.
No,
you get what I'm saying?
that's not your situation.
Right, because I value myself too much to look upon another man. You get what I'm
But not even more so than value yourself, just that's not your situation.
Listen, correct.
Why would I allow somebody else form of living affect what I got going on? Yeah,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Especially when you have things going for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got plans, you in place, you in position, you trying to get going. I'm happy for everybody's situation. That's how we look at it, brother. We congratulate everybody. Everybody that's doing good, man. I say keep going. Go further. You know what I'm saying? But always remember to kind of like look backwards and help others too.
Right.
Because that's really what it's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as being under pressure and dealing with a woman that wants a certain type of living from you, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And hey, like I said, man, my heart goes out to those guys that's in those situations and stuff, because I understand how tough it is right now. You know what I'm saying? In this economy, man, and it's just gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better. It's just gonna get worse and worse. Rent is going up, mortgage is going up. So
insurance is going up, but salaries staying stagnant. It ain't moving. Yeah,
exactly. And for black men, the average income
for blacks in general.
Yeah,
well,
for the men. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak for my brothers, right?
Okay.
The average income is $45,000. You know what I'm saying? 45 grand for a black male in this country. So how you expect a man that's making $45,000, right, to pay car insurance, car notes, mortgage, groceries, light bills? You know what I'm saying? You expect this man to do all of this thing without you contributing to nothing.
I agree with that. I understand where you're coming from too, exactly where you're coming from. But again, my only thing is, man, how'd you end up in the position you in?
Right, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Because a lot of brothers lead with their wallets.
Right. So basically, what you saying, a lot of brothers are buying women.
Yeah, you led with your wallet. You led with your wallet, and then you got her. You fed her a dream. You made her feel like and now it's time to deliver.
Right.
Not saying that. Not saying. Yeah, you know the old saying, but not saying everybody's situation may be like that. But I'm saying, majority, we know brothers that had nothing in life, bro. We grew up around somebody that never had nothing. Opportunity came about and they touched a little something. Yeah. And all I'm talking about never used to be with no girl, nothing worth looking at. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing worth. When you would just turn your head the other way. When the girls they be talking to come around, you like, woof, my cock, no disrespect, and it got a little bit of money, a little piece of change, and then what did you see coming around?
Yeah.
You like, phew.
Yeah.
That's money. That's money.
Right.
So it's like it's almost like, when you know better, you do better.
Correct.
And when and if you don't, you're going to always have these situations. Now, there are certain situations where, like I said, the woman may just be going through something. She's not self-motivated, depressed or whatever. She's in a slump, she's not, because like I say, man, a lot of people die in your family, like it's a lot of things that can affect a woman's mental, because remember, women are emotional.
Very emotional.
And I'm not trying to give a woman a way out, don't get me wrong.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, there's ways, you got to look at both sides of the coin.
The coin, correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it's like, if it's that type of situation, you have to find a way to motivate her.
Yeah, to motivate her.
To make her know that I love you, I'm supporting you, I'm doing the best I can, but baby, I need you right now.
But let me tell you this, though, where the motivation come from, bro, is faith. You got to have faith. You do the works, but you got to have the faith,
yeah, but you're not going to have faith when you're down and about. A lot of times when you're broken, you're broken.
I understand that. I get it, right? Let me tell you something. Life isn't fair anyways.
No,
right?
It's not.
Life isn't fair. You got to deal with the ups and downs, right? Like I always tell people, life isn't fair because you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to have faith. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you just have faith and don't do the work. You have to still do the work and have faith, because at the end of the day, life goes on. The world could care less about how you feeling, what you going through. The only people that cares about your well-being is your mother and your father.
Sometimes not even them. Right. They may not be here.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, the world don't give a crap about what you're going through, bro.
You're not going to get an argument out of me with that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like I said, for me, it's just how my brain works. I look at both sides of the coin. We speaking from a man's standpoint, where we don't attach our emotions to nothing.
Correct.
Me, I don't really attach. Let me tell you this. My wife and I have been together for 24 years. You know that.
Yeah, of course.
And I have this thing where she knows me very well, where I don't have attachment to nothing. Like, if I'm attached to anyone or anybody's because I choose and I love that person. Like, if I love somebody and I rock with you, I rock with you. Because I don't know how to do the in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Call me anytime. You know what I mean? We rock here. But if I detach myself and I say I don't, so us men, we have a different trigger. We have a switch.
Right.
It's an on and off switch. Women are just emotional, bro. So, like you just said, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
No one cares about it, but a woman don't view it like that. When she's going through her mental and emotions and her mental, she just, everything they do is like uncontrollable, right? Everything they do is driven by emotion, and it's like huge decisions because there's no thought. There's no train of thought. Like, let's say a man is going through it right now. He can't afford to pay the bills, and he needs his woman's help. No matter how many times you try to sit her down and break it down to her, whatever it is that she's going through at that moment, that's going to always take precedence because she can't see what you're saying. Remember, and this is no disrespect to women. I love and respect women to the fullest, and I'm sorry if you take this wrong. Most women can't see past their nose.
Right.
And it's not disrespect. I grew up around women my whole life.
Course,
so, and I observed because everything is driven through emotion.
Emotions, right.
You know how they say hell had no fury like a woman scorned?
Yeah.
So once a woman is feeling any kind of emotion, everything around her is going to get discombobulated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas with us, our whole entire existence is to put things together.
Right. We gonna think things through.
No matter how bad it is. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
If I got to carry the world on my shoulder while I'm shedding in the tears inside, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm not going to let you see it.
Yeah, correct.
Not a woman, brother.
Right. Everything will get destroyed.
She going to drop the world there. Forget this.
Right.
And it's over with.
Right.
Well, we don't know how to do that. It's DNA.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Yeah,
but you ain't going to get no argument out of me. Like I said, just me. I grew up around none but women. So I got to see the, both sides of the coin. It's crazy,
Yeah.
But it's facts.
Yeah, man. It is, man. And I know that pressure is serious, man. Like
right now?
Right, man. Like I have my cousin, me and him, we was having a conversation, and he was just telling me, he was like, "Oh, man, I don't even go on social media no more, man, because just me looking at certain pictures, certain reels and videos on social media, it just drive me crazy."
What do you mean by that?
Nah, because you're not at a certain you're not at a certain position in your life. So remember, social media is a fantasy. It's all a fantasy.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
So sometimes people don't know how to detach reality from the fantasy. So you will allow that to drive
A lot of people don't
right.
know. A lot of people don't.
Right. So people allow social media to drive them crazy and drive them nuts.
It's a drug.
It's a drug.
It's a drug.
Exactly, right? So I always tell people like this. I say, look, man, if your life is in shambles, right, or you're living a certain way and you're not pleased with your life, stay off social media.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even log on.
Yeah.
You know what
if
I'm
you're
saying?
weak, if you're weak in the mind, I say that. I say don't even bother.
Don't even bother.
Don't even bother because it's gonna make you feel low, whatever it is.
Correct.
Like speaking from personal standpoint, bro, I thank God for is this, bro. From when I was like could have memory of whatever, I don't think I've ever have jealousy emotions towards anybody. And I I never understood it. I'm like, when I hear people say, sometimes you hear somebody say, I don't like this dude. I hate this dude. And then when you start talking to him, you're like, why? And it's like, he think he better because he got this and that. And you realize that's jealousy.
Yeah.
I've not ever had that. And I thank God because it's like, why would I waste my time paying attention to what somebody else got going on? When not even that, when I gotta make sure my plate look good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I go get me some too. I want some food. So the more time you waste on looking at somebody else, and you dwindling down your emotion, right? I mean your confidence. You ain't gonna get nothing, bro. You ain't gonna get nowhere. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And also too, you have some men, you have some brothers that's lazy as shit, don't want to work.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. You don't want to work. You lazy as fuck.
So now when that woman wants you to pay them bills, that's what I'm saying. It's
you know what
two
I'm saying?
sides, man.
Lazy, don't want to work, don't want to do anything. And if you follow the Bible, if you subscribe to the scriptures, if a man don't work, you
don't eat. But I will say this, man. If ladies, if you have a good man, that's used to taking care of you and everything that's going, and you see he's having a hard time today, and maybe you're not used to having a job or working. I would say this. I would say, help that man to help you, because the sooner you get in there, you help him, right? If he's a thinking man, at least you won't be in that position for too long. Because a man is gonna always put you back at ease, right? Because it takes a man a lot of pride to say, "Baby, I need help."
Come on.
Because like I said. We're providers, man. Our whole thing is to make sure, I love seeing my wife smile. I love, seeing my wife looking good. She feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
And you love doing it.
That makes,
Right,
you know what I'm saying? That makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? When I walk in the house and I see her face, a big smile plastered on her face, she's just happy, that. So for a man to come to you and say, baby, this is hard times. I could really use you. Put them gloves on, even though that's not your position,
right.
DNA wise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is what the world has come to.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But give him an opportunity to put y'all in position to where, like I said, if he's a thinking man, where you won't have to have those gloves on for long.
For too long.
Yeah.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? Because men, we're naturally providers.
Yeah, some of us are. Yeah. Some of us have lost our way.
Lost our way, yeah. A lot of men have lost their way. And of course, they are here blaming the world, blaming the woman.
They blame everybody but themselves, man.
For themselves.
Yeah, everybody blames everything on everybody else. It's the white man's fault. It's this person's fault. It's my circumstance. It's my environment.
Right.
But really, it's just a mentality. Like once you understand its mentality, you'll go do any kind of work you got to do to build up to the next position, because it's all a starting point.
Right, it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's all, no matter where you are in life, bro, eventually you're going to want something better.
Of course.
Nobody wants to work every day and just,
and be stagnant and just
give your life away, give away your life.
Right.
And then, what you retire, 70-some years old, you ain't got no time left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We trying to do it like,
right.
When I say, I could say right now, but I mean, like, you build a plan, you work the plan, and then boom. But you can't wish on a star.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
That's right.
You can't. Everything is hard work.
Right.
But like I say, we have to find a way to kind of like, I say this to men. Whatever woman you're dealing with, you know her better than anybody else would know her. Right. And maybe over time she may have changed, right? Because women change. We all evolve.
Right.
But you still know the right buttons to kind of hit to get a certain emotion. You just got to sit down and really have conversations. And sometimes those conversations could be more than one time.
Right.
It's just like speaking. Again, ladies, I had to do this. But speaking to a woman sometimes, it's just like speaking to a child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's emotions.
Right. But let me say this, though, bro.
Yeah.
Let me piggyback off.
Go ahead, piggyback.
To my brothers.
I love y'all, ladies.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all like.
But let me piggyback off this, man.
Baby, I love you, girl.
This is to my brothers.
Yeah.
Look here, man. You meet a woman, right? And whatever situation you got going on, you have a plan, you work that plan, you sit that woman down and you show her your plan or whatever. Because me, personally, I can't deal with a woman that's not willing to do anything for me. That's just me. I can't speak for everybody.
My dog say you and my dogs. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I can't speak for every man. And if that woman, if she's giving you a hard time or whatever with moving that plan forward, my brother, leave that woman. She's not meant for you. Because if a woman is down for you, she's willing to go through whatever it is, through the fire to see you win. Ooh. So, and I'm going to leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? And look, sisters, I'm not going at y'all. I love you. I have 2 daughters or whatever. But, if anybody have a problem with what I'm saying, hey, drop your thoughts in the comments or whatever.
Well, I tell you, forget dropping your thoughts. Just come on the show, right? And we can have a discussion. And like I said, again, I don't think any of us are sitting here bashing them. Like I said, it's called Under Pressure for a reason, because we got to remember, ladies, if you're feeling a certain way, more than likely your mate is feeling that same way too. He's just not expressing it, right? Whereas you might be lashing out and you expecting a certain lifestyle, which he wants to provide. I'm sure if he's a man, he wants to give you that peace of mind. But again, in today's day and time, it takes 2 people. It's going to take 2 people.
That's right.
Whether you start a business on the side, you getting something going, we have to be a team. It's the only way this going to work.
That's
right. And to be honest, man, when the more you look at the what's happening today and you think about the future, it just keeps looking more and more bleak.
Yeah, yes, it is.
It just looks more and more bleak. Because like I said, from us growing up as kids to now being grown men, things have not gotten better within the economy. It only gets worse. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was a kid, man, I think gas was like 40-some cents, 50 cents, if I'm not mistaken. At one point, middle school was like 80, 90 cents.
$1.30 at the most.
Yeah, now, bro, like, and you got to think, some places $7, $10. So you got to think about it. It's only going to get worse and worse. And if you're not in a position together to survive, y'all gonna crash, and if you crash, y'all gonna separate, y'all really ain't gonna be able to survive.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I think today we need to learn from the Hispanics. You know, the way they've been doing things when they come in this country, especially the Mexicans. I have a lot of respect for them.
And the Arabs too.
When they come in, you know, what they do is they group together. You know, they live together. They, you know, they save. Eventually, some of y'all people gonna have to adapt that mindset.
Yeah, mindset. Yeah.
It's gonna be bad out here.
Yeah, but at once upon a time, black people used to live like that.
Yeah, that was like 40s,
Yeah.
50s, you know. Right?
But we lost
You know,
our way.
We lost a lot of our ways, you know. We lost our morals. You know, and I would say this, man, like I know how it is when you're struggling when things is bad. I think we all had bad times. We've all had bad times. Bad times don't last though, but what you got to remember is don't allow the bad situations to take away the love and emotion you have for your partner. You know, no matter how bad it gets, you might blame it. It's your fault. Or, well, you're not bringing enough money. It's your fault.
Right.
You got to remember, man, you can't allow yourselves to blame each other for anything. The only thing you can do is have a conversation and try to come up with an understanding.
That's it.
Right? And whatever the understanding becomes and the plan becomes, you got to work that plan for y'all to be in a better position. Because sitting in the corner and pointing the finger at one another, it's only going to create chaos. And like I say, once y'all separate, y'all ain't going to be able to survive. I don't care what you think. Ain't no other man going to come save the day. Ain't no other woman going to come save the day. So at the end of the day, y'all going to be even more messed up. Because you can't afford to pay bills by yourselves. It's bad out here.
Right.
You know, so if you in love and you love the person you with, man, bro, calm down, man. Calm down.
Think things through.
Calm down. The grass ain't always greener, man.
It's never.
No, bro. It just looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of imagery.
Yeah. It's funny you said that. I saw this this young lady. I saw this post with this young lady, and she was crying because she left her dude, thinking that it was going to be, you know what I'm saying, thinking that the other dude she was dealing with was going to be greener on the other side. And now she's coming back, oh man, like begging this guy, like, dang, you know, I miss you, babe. You know, I wish we can return. Reconcile.
And get
right, and just get back to doing things like we used to or whatever, you know. And I don't blame the brother for walking away.
Well, at this point, what can you do?
What can you do? Correct.
It's called, this is entitled Under Pressure for a reason. Under Pressure. And there's a saying, a popular saying that says, pressure busts pipes. Under pressure. Pressure busts pipes. And for a lot of people, what that means is when you're going through tough times, a lot of the decisions that you make, emotional decisions you make, are bad decisions. Because you're leading with your emotion. Right? You're not thinking through. So you might be going through something at home and things are bad. You guys are arguing, disagreeing, and it seems like it's happening every day. The minute you decide you're going to step out on that man or on that woman, it's over with.
It's over. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? There's no way to fix anything because how can you, bro?
Yeah. Because you're going to do some shit you can't never take back.
You can't take it back. And then you doing it based on how you feel at home because,
at the moment.
Because of the disagreement.
Right.
But the disagreement doesn't mean the love is not there. It's just the words that people choose to say certain things may be hurtful. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
We always say that, right? It's never what you say, but how you say it. See, I'm saying, like, you don't never want to make somebody feel small or little. Or, you know, blame everything on somebody. Because it's all our fault at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? In my household, something goes wrong, it's my fault. Yeah. But it's me and my wife. But it's my fault. You know, it's my fault for allowing this.
Yeah, because you're the head of the household. Correct.
I take blame first and then try to have a conversation. And like a woman, a lot of time, I'm not saying she always gets it. She's a woman, bro. And that's how I come to understand women. Everything is more emotional than, than logical.
Correct.
We have to find a way. You got to always find a way to connect with your person. You have to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just like you might wake up today, you don't feel like engaging with anybody. Yeah. You know, like, you feel like the world is against you and I don't want to deal with nobody. Same way for the woman, but it's even 10 times worse because it's more emotional.
Emotions. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, I'm saying? So it's two sides to the coin, bro. You know, I think brothers need to start choosing the women that's on their level.
Right.
You need to start choosing a woman that shares your ideas.
Yeah.
You know, has the same aspirations and
Mhm,
goals. You
mhm.
know, wants to achieve certain lifestyle.
Mhm.
Not just wants you to provide it, but
Right.
wants to come in and build that lifestyle with you.
Right. Right.
You know, you can't buy your way into a beautiful woman, because when the money runs out,
She's gone.
she gonna still want you to provide how you've been doing.
Mhm. What BB King said, "Not a thrill is gone."
You know, the money gone, because
Yeah.
you know, like, you know, man, we old enough to know money don't last, bro.
It
No
don't.
matter how much you have,
Yeah.
one wrong move, bro, and then
Done.
yeah, bro,
You
one
done,
wrong move
right.
and
Right.
so you can't buy your
Mhm.
way into love, bro. It has to be genuine.
Genuine, and I agree with that. Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah. But hey, but like I said earlier, like I said to you earlier, bro, like I tell these men, when you dealing with these women, you sit them down and you let them know what your plans are.
And the same thing for
Yeah.
you too, ladies.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
don't take it like, you know, you just, you know, same thing. If
Mhm.
you know, you meet a man, you have goals and aspirations,
Right.
you guys should sit down and really, you know, we need to go back to the old courting days. You know, when a man courts a woman
Mm-hmm.
and you really get to know that person. I feel like today everything is so fast.
Yeah, because we're living in a hookup culture now.
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
is just so fast,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
a hookup
and then we be
culture,
so shocked when stuff don't
Yeah.
work out the way we envision it.
Vision it, yeah, man.
But
Yeah,
you went too fast.
too fast. Yes, hookup culture, bro, and shit. Especially living here in Miami, it's even worse. Miami's like one of the worst cities, man, when it comes to with this whole.
It's a melting pot.
Yeah, it's a melting
It's
pot.
a melting pot, man. You
Yeah.
have a lot of you know, people that's just, man, you know,
Mhm.
they ready to go.
Yeah, ready
You
to
know,
go right
yeah,
now.
Ready. Yeah, they're ready
man.
to go. So, in your opinion, man, before we close this session out,
Uh-huh.
in your opinion, bro, what would you say would be ideal way to deal with this pressure like a lot of brothers are feeling? Because I'm hearing a lot of brothers crying, man. You know, in private. You
Mhm.
know, I you know, sometimes, man, people would really express themselves to you privately,
Mhm.
and it, you know, and you just have to hold on to that and be respectful.
Mhm.
But I'm hearing a lot of brothers, man, complaining in private, you know, about how hard it is, and
Mhm.
the woman just sitting around just watching. So what kind of advice would you have for brothers, you know, moving forward, how to?
Well, my advice is this to the brothers. What I would say is this: your battles is not a physical one. Your
Mhm.
battle is a spiritual one,
Mm-hmm,
because everything starts spiritually first in the mind.
mm-hmm,
So, if your mind isn't there, it would affect you. It'll affect the physical,
mm-hmm,
right? So, that's what I would say to guys. Pray,
mm-hmm,
fast.
mm-hmm,
Try to get closer to God,
mm-hmm,
because can't no other man solve your problems but the Most High Himself,
mm-hmm.
right? And I think that's some of the things that we tend to kind of get away from,
Yeah,
not putting the Most High first.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? In everything that we do
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
you gotta put God first.
No, you got
matter
to.
What.
I agree with that.
I
You-
don't
you
care
have to.
who you are. I don't care how many millions you have. I don't care if you making $100,000, $1 million. You gotta put God first.
You must. It's a
He
must.
must be the center of your universe.
I agree with that totally.
Right.
I totally
Right.
agree with that.
That's why I say our battle of today, being under pressure, is a spiritual thing and not a physical
And
thing.
what about the ladies?
Same thing, bro. Same thing. It goes for all. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High is not no respecter of person. The same thing that applies for the man, it applies for the woman and the children too, and even the animals as well.
Yeah.
You know, this
Yeah.
is a spiritual thing.
What about
That's
the non-believers?
The non-believers, well, hey, you got to believe on something. Whether you believe in Buddha, a rock, the
Some people
sun,
believe nothing.
no, something. I get it. I understand. You understand? I get it. You know, if you don't subscribe to the Most High, I get it. I understand. But at the same time, you have to subject yourself to something
Yeah.
that's greater than you,
Yeah.
that'll bring you understanding to
Yeah.
what you're going through.
Yeah.
And I close it with that, my brother.
Man, for the non-believers, I would say this, bro. You gotta look deeper within yourself
Mm-hmm.
and try to find understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Try to find understanding in the sense where you can actually relate to this person, what you're
Mhm.
dealing with this person,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and try to work your way through a conclusion.
Yeah.
Because if you don't believe in God, if you're not gonna put God in the midst of it, and you're not gonna put prayer in the midst of it,
Mhm.
you got yourself a long, hard battle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes even with prayer and God in the middle, you still gonna have yourself.
Yeah.
Imagine how much harder it's gonna be
It's
for
gonna
you
be.
as a non-believer.
Uh-huh.
But you got to find a way to what's the word, man? When you align yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Align yourself with your situation and with that woman. And for the believers, for those that, you know, are believers, and like you said, you have to pray. You got to pray. And the same thing apply. You still got to, you know, align yourself with that person, man, and try to have an understanding what they may be going through. Because a lot of times, man, we're so selfish as people. We only think about one way, about ourselves, about our feelings. We don't put ourselves in the other person's shoe to say, how is my action making this person feel?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because your actions, man, it means a lot to your significant other.
Yeah,
and the way your significant other treats you means a lot as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't think about these things. A lot of people just, you know, I'm not in the mood, or I don't want to work. I don't want to do this. But you got to do what you got to do, man. If this man is crying out to you, say he needs help him. Yeah. If this woman is crying out to you as a man and saying she needs your help, go help her, bro. Yeah. This is what this is about. This is a team effort. Yeah. It can't be no other way. This, what's the famous saying? No one man above the crew.
Above the crew.
You know what I'm saying? That goes for marriage too, or however y'all do today, shacking up or whatever. But you gotta work as one, as a team. With that being said, this is our show for today for Under Pressure, man. Under Pressure. My brothers and my sisters, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And as always, we're going to tell y'all, keep your head up, man. Find a way to come together and work and build as a team. Because there ain't no other way.
That's right.
Now, ain't nobody going to come save you. Ain't that right, brother?
Ain't nobody going to come save you, man.
So with that being said, please remember to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to
hit the like button.
Ding! As always, we love and appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? Hope y'all stay around for the next episode. Love and peace. Appreciate y'all.